All right, in this video, we're going to work on the chain rule. So we've come across it a couple of times and we've sort of tabled it till now. So the chain rule is going to allow us to find the derivative of something maybe like this. Let's say we had y equals, 3x plus 1 cubed, let's say, and you didn't want to have to FOIL it out. Obviously, you could FOIL it out, do it term by 2. So the chain rule is basically the derivative. It's almost like a composite function. You almost have a function inside of a function. Okay, so this would be like a chain rule idea. We'd say y prime. We'd still bring the 3 down. You're going to rewrite it. You're going to lower the power by 1, which is normal, but then you have to take the derivative of the inside. So it would be something like that. So our y prime here would be 9 and then 3x plus 1 squared. Okay, so here we have the derivative of a composite function. So you really need to identify what's the outer piece and what's the inner piece. So like for this one, it's f of g of x. So f of g of x. So the outside piece is the f part. So it would be f prime of the inside and then times the derivative of the inside. Okay? So what you want to do is you really want to try to identify the inside and the outside piece. And then some of these get way complicated, and you're just going to keep working your way from the outside in, outside in, outside in, outside in. So when I look at this, the outside piece here is actually the cosine. The inside piece is the 5x squared. So this would be the outside, and this would be the inside. Okay? Here, with roots, we want to make sure that we write it to the 1/2 power. So it's 3x plus 1 raised to the 1/2 power. So that's the outside function. So that's the outside. And the inside piece is just here. Okay, here we're going to rewrite sine of x squared. So it's the sine of x. And then it's squared. So this is the outside piece. This is the inside piece. So this is the out. This is the in. Here we've got 5x plus 1 to the negative first power. So we did this with the quotient rule. Some of you tried to do it by bringing it up to the top, but you need the chain rule here, so we couldn't do it before. So again, this is the outside. This is the inside. All right, find the derivative of each of the following functions. So again, you're going to work from the outside in, outside in. So cosine is the outside. So you're just going to do the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. So we're going to start with negative sine. So f prime of x. It's negative sine of the inside. And then times it by the derivative of the inside, which is 10x. So my final answer here would be negative 10x sine of 5x squared. Here, we're going to rewrite this. So g of x is equal to 3x plus 1 to the 1/2 power. So we do the power rule. So g prime is going to be 1/2. You rewrite it. Lower the power by 1 times the derivative of the inside. So g prime of x is going to be equal to 3. And then over 2 root 3x plus 1. Here we've got sine of x squared. So I'm just going to rewrite the original function. So you're going to bring down the 2. So f prime is 2. Rewrite it. Lower the power by 1, derivative of the inside. So f prime would just be 2 sine of x. Cosine of x. And then here, we're going to rewrite this as 5x plus 1 to the negative first power. So f prime is it's going to be negative 1. Lower the power by 1. A lot of students forget to do that part of it, and then times the derivative of the inside. So we're going to get f prime of x. So we're going to get negative 5, and then over 5x plus 1 squared. All right, so this is where it gets uber complicated, but they're not awful. You just have to kind of work your way through. Start working your way from the outside in. So this one would be, so they want us to actually find the derivative So let me work this one up here. So we've got f of x. So I'm just going to write it up here. So f of x, and it's going to be sine of so I'm actually going to do example 3 and 4. So in example 3, they want us to identify the inside and outside, and then in 4, they want us to actually do it. So let's do both at the same time here. So it's this function cubed, okay? So the outermost function is the cubed. So we could say it's x to the third power. That's the outermost function. Then we start working our way in. Then it becomes the sine, I should say, the sine of x. And then it becomes the inside piece, which is the root. And then within that, you have the 4x plus 1. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. So I'm going to start with the power rule. So f prime of x, so it's going to be 3. You're going to rewrite the whole thing. So it's 3, and then it's sine of 4x plus 1 to the 1/2 power, lower the power by 1. So all I did was the power rule part of it, okay? So again, we did the power rule, lower the power by 1. Now I have to do the derivative of the inside, so I'm going to start with cosine. So derivative of sine is cosine. I'm going to rewrite it. So cosine of 4x plus 1. It's under the root, so it's going to be to the 1/2 power, and then times the derivative of the inner piece. So the inner piece now is the 4x plus 1 to the 1/2 power. So it's going to be 1/2 4x plus 1, rewrite it, derivative of the inner piece, which is 4. So that's your answer. Let's see if we can write it a little bit neater here. So we get f prime of x. So it's going to be, let's see, 2, so 6 sine squared of x, square root of 4x plus 1. That's the one in red. And then cosine square root 4x plus 1, and then all over square root of 4x plus 1. Like that, okay? All right, let me do the next one. I'm going to do it up here as well. So this one is g of x, and it's 3, and then over tangent for x squared plus 1. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this as 3, and then all the tangent is to the negative 1/2 power, because it's all underneath the root. So it's going to be tangent 4x squared plus 1 to the negative 1/2 power. So all I did was bring this up to the top. All right, so let's start with, again, the power rule. So it's going to be negative 3/2. Rewrite the inner piece. So tangent of 4x squared plus 1. Lower the power by 1, so it's negative 3/2. Derivative of the inside. Now I'm going to start with tangent. Derivative of tangent is secant squared. So we get secant squared of 4x squared plus 1 times derivative of the inside, which is 8x. Okay, that's our answer. Our final answer, I believe, 4, 12, so negative 12. And then there's an x. And then secant squared of 4x squared plus 1. And then all over tangent to the 3/2 4x squared plus 1. All right, so that's example 3 and 4, okay? All right, this one's combining all the rules, so we're going to have a little bit of product and chain rule involved here. So it's going to be the first, it's product rule. So it's going to be the first times derivative of the second. So it's 2x minus 3 to the 1/2 power. So it's going to be 1/2 2x minus 3 to the negative 1/2, lower the power by 1, times derivative of the inside, plus the second, so 2x minus 3 to the 1/2 power times 2x. So we get f prime. I've got x squared plus 1. So these 2's cancel, and then we get square root of 2x minus 3. And then plus, we get 2x, and then square root of 2x minus 3. Guys, absolutely do not worry about getting a common denominator for this, okay? All right, this one, we've got power rule and quotient rule. So it's going to be 9, rewrite it. I'm actually going to change this to x's. X minus 2, 2x plus 1, lower the power by 1 times the derivative of the inside. So now I have to do quotient rule. So it's going to be low, d high, minus high, d low, all over the bottom squared. Like that, okay? So we get 9, and then x minus 2, 2x plus 1, to the 8th power. And then this becomes, the 2 t's cancel out. I believe you get 5. I'm going to simplify a little bit here in my head. 5 over, and then 2x plus 1 squared. I'm going to leave it like that for this question. All right, here, so this is a great question here. This is how the AP asks product, quotient, and chain rule. So let's do it. So this is product, so it's going to be the first. So it's first times derivative of the second plus the second times derivative of the first. So g of x, oh, we wanted f5, so we want f prime of 5. So f prime of 5, so g of 5 is negative 3. H prime of 5 is negative 2. H of 5 is 3. And then g prime is 6. So I believe we get 18 plus 6, which is 24. All right, here we've got the chain rule, so it's g prime of h of x times h prime of x. And we want this all at 5 again. So h of 5 is 3, so this becomes 3. So we want g prime of 3, which I don't believe we know. So it's not possible. All right, here we have quotient rule, so it's going to be low d high. So low d high minus high d low. And then all over the bottom squared. So h of 5 is 3. G prime of 5 is 6. And then g of 5 is negative 3. And then I believe this is negative 2. H prime of 5, yep. And then over the bottom, h of 5 squared. H of 5 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So we get 18 minus 6 over 9, so 12 over 9, which is 4 over 3. All right, here again, we've got a little bit of the chain rule. So it's 3, rewrite it, lower the power by 1 times derivative of the inner piece. Okay, so f prime of 5 is going to be 3. G of 5 is negative 3, squared is 9. and then times g prime of 5, which is 6. So we're going to get 27 times 6, which is 1/16. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.